The Champions League is a tournament that every footballer dreams of. But there are those who have lifted this trophy more often than others. Today we will show you the players who have won the Champions League more than anyone else among their nationality. Luka Modric is not just a footballer, he is a legend. And it is not only about his incredible talent on the pitch, but also about his human qualities. Toni Kroos is not just a legendary footballer, he is the living embodiment of stability, composure, and genius in the center of the field. His name is forever inscribed in the history of football. Nacho is a Real Madrid product who has come through all the ranks of the club system. He was not always in the spotlight, often remaining in the shadow of more famous teammates, but was always ready to go out on the field and give his all for the team. Casemiro is not just a name on a Real Madrid or Manchester United shirt. He is a symbol of indomitable will, dedication and, of course, victory. Karim Benzema is a name that is forever written in golden letters in the history of football, especially in the history of the Champions League. He is not just a player, he is a symbol of determination, hard work, and incredible talent. Gareth Bale He is not just a player who has won this prestigious trophy, he is a key figure whose performances have had a huge impact on his team's victories. Cristiano Ronaldo is a name that echoes throughout football stadiums around the world, a symbol of talent, hard work, and an insatiable thirst for victory. Paolo Maldini, behind the image of the unapproachable captain and brilliant defender lies a man whose dedication, modesty, and passion for the game made him not just a champion, but a true symbol of football. David Alaba, this Austrian footballer, who has incredible versatility, left a bright mark in the history of football, and one of the most significant achievements in his career is, of course, winning the Champions League. Lionel Messi, in addition to countless individual awards and records, his name is inextricably linked with one of the most prestigious club tournaments, the UEFA Champions League. Eto'o is one of the few players who managed to win the Champions League with different teams, and not just win, but play a key role in these victories. Seedorf is not just a footballer, he is a real strategist on the field, with incredible vision of the game, technique, and leadership qualities. Phil Neal is a Liverpool legend and one of the most decorated English footballers in history. His name is inextricably linked with the Reds' golden era in the 70s and 80s. Jose Santamaria is not just a name in the history of football, it is a symbol of resilience, professionalism and, of course, triumph. He was not just a player, but a real pillar of defense, a man who knew how to read the game and inspire his teammates. Keylor Navas is a story of faith, perseverance, and humility that led him to heights he may not have dreamed of as a child. Graham Souness is a name that inspires respect and awe in the hearts of football fans. He is known not only as an uncompromising midfielder, but also as a successful coach who conquered the pinnacle of European football, the Champions League. Steve Hayway is a Liverpool legend. He won the European Cup with Liverpool, and more than once. Johnny Torney Hansen is a Danish former professional footballer. He is best known for playing as a professional for 6 years for German club Bayern Munich, with whom he won numerous national and international titles. Connie Thorstensen, he wasn't just a player, he was part of a winning team, a team that lifted Europe's most prestigious club trophy, the European Cup, over its head. Thibaut Courtois is not just a name in the world of football, he is a symbol of perseverance, talent and, of course, triumph. His path to the top, culminating in victory in the Champions League, inspires millions. Andre Lunin is a name that is now forever inscribed in the history of football. He is not just a goalkeeper for Real Madrid, he is a Champions League winner. And behind this great title is talent and hard work. Mariano Diaz is a name that is not always on the front pages of sports newspapers, but which is forever inscribed in the history of football. He is one of those who were lucky enough to lift the Champions League trophy, the most prestigious club trophy in the world, over his head. Xherdan Shaqiri is not just a footballer, he is a symbol of perseverance, talent, and the ability to achieve success despite any obstacles. Many know him as the Alpine Messi for his powerful shot and dribbling, but few people think about the fact that behind this nickname there is a man with incredible willpower and a story worthy of admiration. James Rodriguez is a name that instantly conjures up images of brilliant goals, exquisite technique and, of course, winning the Champions League. But behind the glitter of the football pitch lies a man with his own dreams, ambitions, and a difficult path to the top. Seydou Keita, this modest and hard-working midfielder from Mali, left a bright mark on every club, especially winning the UEFA Champions League with the legendary Barcelona of Pep Guardiola. Rafael Marquez is not just a name in football history, he is a symbol of resilience, leadership, and Mexican pride. He entered the elite of players who conquered the Champions League. Elver Baljic is a name that comes to mind when talking about talented footballers who left their mark on history. Vladimir Jugovic is a name that is forever written in golden letters in the history of football. And it is not only about his talent and hard work, but also about the fact that he became part of the team that created a real sensation and conquered the pinnacle of European football, winning the Champions League. Dejan Savicevic is a name that echoes in the hearts of football fans, especially those who remember the brilliant Milan of the early 90s. He was not just a player, but a real maestro, a conductor of attacks, whose brilliant passes and filigree technique delighted the audience. Miodrag Beladetic is a name that is forever inscribed in the history of football, and for good reason. He is one of the few players who managed to win the Champions League, and the European Champions Cup, twice with two different teams. Each of them wrote their name into history. And who will be the next to become a legend of their country in the Champions League?